After it witnessed years of unprecedented growth and exceptional boom, the United Arab Emirates property market has seen dramatic changes in light of the global financial crisis. Here to give us an insight into the real estate markets of the United Arab Emirates and the wider Arabian Gulf region is Elaine Jones, CEO of Asteco Property Management. She has grown the company she founded in 1985 with an Emirati family into one of the leading real estate companies in the United Arab Emirates. Welcome to INSEAD Knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Can you briefly highlight the magnitude of the United Arab Emirates property market crash and how is the confidence in the market being restored, especially for foreign investors?
From the foreign investment perspective, we have to consider it as regional, international, and of course local is not foreign. I believe we will see a growing number of regional players coming back into the market quite soon. But from the international standpoint, I believe that we are a long way away from being able to encourage international foreign investors to come in because we don't yet have clear real estate law in Abu Dhabi, which is just such an important place to us. So to me, for us to bring the international players back into the market or foreign buyers into the market, we've got to regularise the visa legislation or the ability for people to live in the Emirates, because as soon as you own a property, you have to be able to connect it to utilities, etc., and you need to have a visa to be able to do that because that's the way the place operates. And also people need security of knowing that when they have bought a property, it is registered in such a way that their interests are protected. We're still very young. It will come, but it will take time. We now have superb infrastructure coming through Dubai. Abu Dhabi is completing these large projects, has also put in its own airline, so we can see the infrastructure is the huge benefit of some of those mistakes that we made along the way. So medium to long term can only be positive.
How's the GCC property market performing in 2011 compared to the last year? And what are the best and worst performing markets in terms of sales and new projects?
We have seen in these first few months of 2011 a dramatic improvement above 2009, 2010. Of course, with the regional events at the moment, political events going on, it would be foolhardy to say that that is going to continue. There are specific areas within the GCC where the market for Bahrain, for example, we may consider is technically on hold at the moment. Qatar is doing very well, steadily growing. And Qatar, with the 2022 vision, will, and with the way that Qatar has been developed, or Doha is being developed, will give us great stability in the property sector. From a property management company, which is our core, of course, the completion of new buildings that have been sold to multiple owners, more in Dubai than Abu Dhabi yet, are now requiring the Homeowners Association management. So that in itself as a business line, business is growing because of that also. And individual property management where we have absent landlords. So from a property management business, business is growing as a result of the completion of properties.
Are prices in the UAE market being stabilized or still fluctuating? Has it been recovered?
We know that where the infrastructure is completed and in place, for example, where there are schools, hospitals, retail, lifestyle offering, in addition to residential and commercial property, those areas, the demand is very high, the properties lease very quickly. The rents are not ever going to go, well, not ever, will not go back to the same levels that we enjoyed in 2008, but that was not a real figure anyway. But if we look at 2006, 2007 rates, yes, I can see that happening on the residential side. On the commercial side, we have a very large oversupply, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, so it will take time for those rents to go up.
Who's buying properties now in the GCC?
End users. End users who have confidence in the region, know that this is where they want to live and where they'll stay. They're the people who are buying. We've seen most purchases on the Palm and in Jumeirah Lake Towers, few in Dubai Marina. In Abu Dhabi, we're not able to actively promote the sale of property except to UAE nationals, because we don't have the complete legal framework in which to do that now. We will continue to see demand for moderate and affordable accommodation because of the nature of our industry, industries, where we have the tourism industry. then of course you will have a lot of what we refer to as rank and file staff, and we need accommodation for them. Then you need a smaller amount of executive housing and a reasonable amount of middle housing. So we need to be building to suit the demand.
Are there still new projects being launched across the region?
No. What we're seeing in Qatar is that planning is in place for which projects need to be developed. So I would say that in the next 2 to 3 years, the right projects, or maybe slightly shorter time, that the right projects will be launched. But I think the days of selling off plan, gone. People, discerning buyers, will want to absolutely understand what they're getting and the legal framework that they're buying in before they put their money down.
How's the regional property markets compared to the rest of the world?
If we look at the States, we're being told still there's a lot of repossessions. If we look at the UK, we're being told that prices are going down, but actually in prime locations in central London, I don't think they are going down. So different countries tell us different things, but what we do know is that property has to be within the reach of the ordinary man, because people who want to buy property, or owners of property, are generally working people, so the property has to be affordable.
Has the GCC property markets become more mature in terms of laws and regulations?
It's still very young and needs a tremendous amount of work to be done. It'll benefit the economy in the future. We can learn from all the other countries that have written all the property laws over the hundreds of years, take the best pieces and make it work for us. So the need is still very real. It would be very helpful if there was a lot of consistency across the Emirates and across the GCC. So I would strongly recommend that we do focus heavily on the creation of the right laws for the area, and regulation for those that are involved in the industry, which we've certainly started, and that needs to be pushed forward more and more as well.
Thank you very much.